If I told you a few simple tweaks to your thumbnail could drive you thousands of more impressions and views to your own YouTube videos, would you be interested? Yeah, I thought so. Hang out with me because we are going to be covering a secret weapon in driving more traffic to your YouTube videos using Pinterest. Hey everyone, welcome to Shelly Saves the Day. I am Shelly. I am here to do YouTube explained simply and video editing made easy. If that sounds good to you, consider subscribing. Give this video a thumbs up. Let's go ahead and get into today's video. We are going to be talking about using the power of Pinterest to drive traffic to your latest YouTube videos or older videos, whatever you want to do. So here is the deal. First of all, did you know that when you're in YouTube and you have a video, there is a share button right below and you can share directly to Pinterest? How many of you actually do this? Raise your hand out there if you actually do this. I know not many of you are doing it. That's okay. That is step one in level of can we distribute this video as many places as possible, which we've definitely gotten into if you are familiar with my how to have success in the eyes of YouTube. If you never got that free ebook, make sure you download it. I still have it available. It's free. It's all for you to just download and go through. And we talk about distribution strategies and making sure that after you publish a video that people know about it. So one way to do that is to make sure that you share all the places that Google allows you to, even from underneath the video. But we're going to kick it up a notch because we are going to do a custom thumbnail for your video and then link people back to YouTube. So I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to jump into a computer and show you how to do this right now. All right, now this window should seem very familiar to you. If you go to the bottom of any of your videos, you hit that share button. If you scroll over past this first set, you're going to see Pinterest is right there. So if you were to share to Pinterest, which is the kind of lazy way to do this, but still do it, you can select a board that you have and just hit save. And let me show you what that looks like when you're on Pinterest. You're going to see the little thumbnails are there and they're fine, but some of these pins are actually taller. And I want to show you how to make taller pins because yes, you can have a pin and the views count, but if you can make it a little more enticing, this is going to get more clicks. So I'm going to go into PicMonkey, which is where I made this particular thumbnail, and I'm going to go ahead and click on it. Now a typical YouTube thumbnail is going to be 16 by 9, which is going to be usually 1920 by 1080 or 1280 by 720. You could go up to the resize button and go ahead and put in the dimensions of a pin if you knew offhand what those dimensions are. The easier way is go to the Smart Resize. They have all of these social media sites. Pinterest is one of them. Select one. Pinterest pin, this makes sense. It's going to automatically resize the thumbnail that you have. So this is a good starting point. And now what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and hit resize. And I'm going to go ahead and start making some changes here. It's not really as important what's on screen. So I'm not going to spend a bunch of time explaining everything that I'm doing editing wise for the pin. The general idea is go ahead and make whatever your thumbnail elements were intriguing on the size of the Pinterest pin. So for this example, I'm just going to kind of move around the text, make myself a little bit larger at the bottom of this. I decided to really make this pop. I'm going to create a red background and reverse the colors on the YouTube logo. So you can just watch me kind of doing those changes here. And then once we're done with this, I'm going to show you what to do next. I also decided to change my text to white and create a very thin black outline around it just so it could pop a little bit more, and I decided to play a little bit with sizing on the font just to make it a little bit more attractive in my eyes, but this is all up to personal taste and whatever you decide to do. Once you're happy, go ahead and download it, and then now here is your new beautiful pin. What you're going to do is go to YouTube and grab that URL for the video, and then we're going to go ahead and go into Pinterest and we're going to go up to create pin. We're going to have and upload that new pin that we just created, and then under the URL for destination we're going to put in the URL for the YouTube video. Now when it comes to the title, I like to repeat the title of my YouTube video word for word because I also have already done keyword research on that one. You do have a 100 character limit on the title. You do have a 500 character limit on the description of what the pin is about. So I do like to usually go into my YouTube description and maybe copy down some of it, and then you'll usually find that it is too long, so then you'll do a little bit of editing, but it's a good place to start for a YouTube description for your video pin description. If you do go over your character limit, you're going to see how many characters negative you are in red at the bottom of your description. So it's going to show you how much you would need to erase for you to be able to fit the limit. So go ahead and pay attention to that. Then when you're done with this, go ahead and select a pin board to put this on, or you can just hit publish. And you do have the ability to publish it at a later date as well. So if this is something where you release videos on a particular cadence every Sunday, let's say, you could go ahead and schedule this to go out, and you could do these ahead of time, which can be a really great thing, so you don't have to sit there and do them exactly at the time that your video goes live. Now you can go ahead and see your finished beautiful pin, and when you click on it, it is going to take people to that YouTube video. I'm going to go ahead and show you one more. Since we're already here, go back to PicMonkey into my hub. I'm going to choose a different thumbnail of a different video that I did, which is going to be, let's do this claim your custom YouTube URL. I'm going to go ahead and click on this one. We're going to do the same steps again. We're going to go to the resize, to the social, and Pinterest, and to a pin size. Now again, you don't have to use this. You could do the custom size, and that is going to be a pin size of 1000 pixels by 1500 pixels. Now once again, what's really on screen isn't that important, but I'm just going to show you. I'm going to move around myself at the bottom again. I'm going to put the text at the top, and I am going to futz around with the border just a little bit just to make sure that it's kind of even all around the edges. And then I'm going to call this one good to go. One thing in PicMonkey, I always like to do edit a copy so that I have the original with all the layers intact the way that I still want it. And I find that very helpful, so maybe you will too. So I'll always just save each project separately. Same thing here, we're going to export it, we're going to save it, we're going to import that pin into Pinterest after creating a new pin. We're going to go get that URL for that other video that I just made the pin for. Once I do that, I'm going to put that in the destination URL. I'm going to repeat the same title. I'm going to put the description, as many as I can of the same description from my YouTube video until I hit that 500 character limit. And then I'm going to choose a board to publish to and go ahead and publish it and take a look at it and just verify that it is linking back to my YouTube video. Now if I go back to my main Pinterest profile and you go ahead and look at the pins that I have, you're going to see the difference between the two that we just created, how tall and beautiful they are versus the ones that YouTube is going to share directly underneath your video. So it's much better to create pins. They're much more engaging. They're a better size when you create them specifically for Pinterest. Okay, bonus tip time. Did you know you can do this not only for YouTube videos, but you can also do it for Instagram posts? So let me show you how. This is a super easy way to drive more traffic to your Instagram or maybe even your YouTube videos. So let's do this. And what I love most about this is because your Instagram, hopefully your images and whatnot are more vertical, that they make great pins because they're already tall. So here's one. I'm just going to go ahead and create one from this guy. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and I'm going to do copy the link. I'm going to go to Pinterest. I'm going to create a pin. First thing we're going to do, we're going to say save from this site. We're going to enter in that pin right there. It's going to select the cover. And then you're also going to put your link down here. And you just put whatever your title is. Instagram story tricks. 5 new ones. Something like that. Then I can go back to my pin, grab some of the details. Okay, start doing some of that because it'll only let you do about 500 characters. See how I did. Okay, still too long. So I'm going to take out this social media Saturday part. And that looks good right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and publish. And go ahead and put that there. So because IGTV covers are shorter than the 16:9 or 9:16, it actually might be easier. Let me show you with another post, a photo post. Let's see here. That is taller. So let's go ahead and select one here. So again, I'm going to go in, I'm going to copy this link, go back to Pinterest, I'm going to create a new pin, and you can add your destination link in here and then also do the save from site thing. Select your photo, And then we're going to say, what was the caption here? Just going to grab some of this. And put the description in. Okay, let's see here. And turn down all this. Say why starting from scratch is better for business, or why taking the hard path is better for business. Something like that. And then I'm going to take out a couple of those spaces. We're going to publish this. And we're going to say this is YouTube advice. Sure. I'm going to publish that. So here's the thing is now you can come in and see I've just made a whole bunch of new pins. There you go. This is what I was expecting the other one to look like. I would have to take a look at why it looks different. Oh, it's because it was the first frame, I think, of the video. But this is a good looking pin, I think. This is a good looking pin. These are all coming from Instagram. So here it is. I haven't created any new content, but I have it now being placed on another site, which is really awesome. And now hopefully if someone clicks on this and they come in, it will take them straight to the Instagram post. So I hope that's helpful for you. Let me know if you have questions on this. I think it's a really easy way to create more content without actually having to create more content. So it's kind of a distribution hack strategy. Now, if you're getting value out of this video, I would love it if you give it a thumbs up. And if you want to learn more about how to use video, how to use social media, and grow your YouTube channel, I hope that you'll check out the link in the description about my one-on-one coaching program for YouTube success. So I hope that all made sense. I know it's one more thing to do with your thumbnails, but really it's a few extra clicks when you're resizing, and it can help you drive a lot of traffic. So if you go into your own analytics and check where a lot of your traffic's coming from, don't be surprised when you start to see more sources like Twitter, Pinterest, Facebook, all of that kind of information, because of the fact, especially if you're a DIYer, if you're someone who does a lot of tutorial-based things, especially makeup, a lot of those before and after, if you did that, if you did short video clips, if you have a beautiful pin, it is going to drive more traffic to your video. And that's what you want. You want more eyes on your video. So I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.